chilling on this Saturday, all this rain out here. I want to get into a discussion about Nakia Holmes. Yeah, she was the wife, guy named Lynn that owned Turkey Hut. Man, she's been in the news lately because I know the Turkey Lake Hut has been in the news for quite some time. The Welcoming Committee neighborhood in was at Houston, Texas. They don't want to see a black-owned business, so they gonna try their best to put some nuisance injunctions on the business. Yeah, I guess in the beginning of 2023, allegedly, she filed for from divorce from her husband Lynn, and she was running a Turkey Hut. The Turkey Hut had all kind of violations from the health department. Then they had to close it. All kind of stuff involved. But I guess when she filed for divorce, allegedly saying that he was abusive mentally and emotionally. Then this past week, it was about the October 17th, allegedly, she got in trouble for harboring a fugitive. I guess the police pulled her over and asked her about that guy they was looking for, but she was harboring a fugitive at our house. I looked at a video where he was beating the mess out of his ex-girlfriend, but that's Nakia Holmes' new boyfriend, looking like a little pretty boy. I saw on the video, he was just beating the mess out of his ex-girlfriend, just constantly beating her like he. Then they said, I guess I saw when he was in the driveway beating her up, people tried to intervene. People didn't care. They were just walking away. Then he drove her to the hospital, left her there. Then he was a fugitive. And she tried to, man, what happened? He ran to her house. Whatever the story took off, it looked like she was harboring a fugitive. When the police pulled her over, they was asking her, where was he at? I guess alleged. I don't know how it went down, but the police, I'm sure, probably already knew when he jumped the fence in the backyard that he was at her house, and she tried to lie and get around it. Now, she's arrested on harboring a fugitive. The fugitive, what he did, I guess it was like a domestic violence and kidnapping. And that's why I don't get about her. You sat there and said her ex-husband, Lynn, was abusive towards her. But yeah, you sit up here laying up with a fugitive from justice that's doing the same thing to his girlfriend. Yeah, I don't understand it. It's like I'm starting to see a lot of marriages in the news. I'm just looking at black marriage. I already got on the situation with Aisha Carey and Stephen Carey. I'm like, I'm looking at a lot of videos where I'm seeing all the way to athletes dealing with their wives, all the way to Brittany Renner. I'm sure the ex-wife, ex-girlfriend. I'm starting to look at all this other stuff. I'm like, man, these women don't have no respect for their men. And these men got money. These men doing good. And that kind of really shows me that no matter how much money a man makes, these women still gonna find something. It don't have anything to do with how much money a man makes. The problem goes back to them. They are the problem. That's why when a brother gets some money, he's doing good. He has a successful business. He has a successful sports career. acting career, whatever it is, he's doing good. Try not to get pussy whooped. That's the problem with the guys today, man. They too pussy whooped by some of these women out here that's throwing them up under the bus. They so quick to get pussy whooped. Because I'm looking at that. Could have shit. He could have paid. They could have paid for that. These women acting like some little $200 hoes. They could have paid for that instead of going through millions of dollars worth of trouble. Well, you could just could have paid $200. Just all this crazy mess in the news. That's all I've been seeing in the news lately. Married couples falling out with each other. All the way from the turkey leg hut to Aisha Carey and Stephen Carey. Video of, I remember I saw a video of Brittany Renner fighting with her ex weeks ago over child custody and all this other stuff. I'm starting to see a lot of this stuff on social media. Women trying to get half their money. That's why. What was it really about at first? What, money? What was it really about? Money? Or was it about love? You know, today, women today, you look at women today, man, they think marriage today, they think love is hate. And they think hate is love. Just like I was thinking about to that Kia Holmes with that turkey hut. Like you saying the ex-husband abused you, but you harping an abusive man. You got in a relationship with an abusive man that beat his ex-girlfriend up with a crowbar. It's like the double, just crazy, you know. It's all this manipulation, all this narcissism. It's straight up getting disgusting. Where's the love at? It's like, I want to tell brothers, man, you got money. And that's the problem with brothers today. They want to show off their assets in front of these women, thinking they going to earn their love. Please, man. One thing about a man, if you showing off what you got, how much money you got, you really a target for some of these little gold diggers out there, for some of these little wretches out here. Because really, they see your money, they going to respect you just for your money. Anything that's not built on unconditional love, it's going to end up in tragedy. I don't see why these brothers can't get it. Like, man, you somebody having babies about these women out here, and you got money, knowing she's scandalous. That's why I don't get it. You having kids by women, knowing they scandalous. Then when they cutting up, then all of a sudden, you know who she was when you first met her. Yeah, I'm starting to see a lot of this, man. Respect is going out the door. Respect is going out the door, and that's what happened. That's what's wrong with this culture in this society. This society embraces righteousness and degeneracy from women. That's what they do. I ain't just talking about women. They just embrace degeneracy. Even women embrace degeneracy from some of these men out here. You know the dude ain't no good. You know you trash. The next thing you know, you end up on a television show, Fatal Attraction, as a crime victim. You know the dude crazy, but you know what? You too busy falling in love. Oh, you forgot about Poindexter. Poindexter, high IQ. Oh, he too nerdy. Oh, he too nice. Then you get with the dude that turn around and kill you and throw you in the woods somewhere. You know, that's something else right there. Man, what is wrong with this culture? What is wrong with this society? Yeah, really, nobody's saying anything. Nobody's speaking. There's a lot of people speaking up about it. and let people know love is unconditional. Love is not about money. Love. The thing is now they think relationships are transactional. That's the that's the that's the propaganda they put out about love. It's transactional. Love is not transactional. That's where the biggest lie is at. This stuff is just, man, I hate talking about relationships. I hate talking about that stuff. One thing about it, if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. You hate yourself. I mean, I look at some of these women getting these little, going down to Mexico getting BBLs, all this old plastic surgery, getting Botox shots, looking like the Joker and Batman. That's not gonna get a man to like you and choose you and take care of you. It really is just a sign of mental illness. When women get plastic surgery, they get BBLs. Really, is a sign of some type of mental illness. It's really some type of self hate because you don't love yourself. You don't love who you are. You think they doing all this for acceptance. You're doing all this so a man can love you and take care of you, which is really delusional. That's what the problem is. Everything today is delusional. Instead of talking about the real, it's like I don't know how to break it down. I don't know how to say it. Delusional, just delusion. Anyway, one thing that makes me mad about the turkey leg hut, it was doing so good. I heard they was making about something like $1 million a year, something like that, allegedly, something like some money a year, and they were doing good. Cause you look at most small businesses out here, they'll be blessed to make $35,000 a year. Man, they pulling in millions of dollars a year. And it's sad about it. They had kids. This generational wealth, they could have been passed down to them. All of a sudden, bankruptcy. Wasn't running it right. Ran into the ground. Why, brothers, man, be careful. When you're doing good, you successful. When you produce something when you produce something like a business or anything else, you got to be careful who around you. You can't bring in any type of partner, like even relationships. You can't bring in a woman that's not thinking on the same level as you. Say a lot of brothers so caught up in, oh man, she got a fat ass. Oh man, the sex good. But what is her mind like? You know, they old simp ass gonna sit there and probably put everything in her name. She running a scam of you. My brothers need to be careful. Stop falling in love with these little chicken heads out here. Putting the money in their name. Putting your business in their name. They ain't run through the ground. And that's why you say, hey, they always want to put everything in the brother's hand. They always want to talk about black man ain't shit. Black man ain't this. Yeah, but hey, look what the attention is at. Look what the attention is at right now. Say like the black women doing some scandalous ass mess. I don't hate black women, but I'm looking at what I see. See, I go by what I see more than what I hear. That's what's going on. And brothers out here, they got money. You want to sit there and buy. It's like you want to make everything transactional with these women. One thing about it, you can't. be transactional with a woman and then put a wedding ring on her finger. Expect her to be a housewife. Cause see, when you paying, when you spending money on a woman just to have sexual access, really, really, you paying for a woman that's from the streets. You paying for a prostitute. You can't turn a prostitute into a housewife. Not trying to put down women, but I'm sure I hope a lot of women ain't prostitutes. I'm not talking about the good women. I ain't talking about the women that's not into that stuff. I'm not talking about the square women who love themselves, love their body, who take care of their body, watch what they eat. They got they got God in their life, Christ in their life. I'm not talking about them women right there. I'm not talking about the virtuous woman. I'm talking about these little hood rats out here. You don't want to get involved with them type of women. When you got it going on, when you doing good, the woman like that'll drag you down. That's the society we live in today. It's like everything is just evil. Everything is just degenerate. It's like that's the world we live in. I thank God. I think the way I do. I thank God I'm not degenerate. I'm not. I'm not out there. I thank God I'm not like that. Yeah, that's what people need to get out of that old nerd stuff. Ain't nobody nerd. Squares. It look like squares want to run the world. And the people that's out here, probably the streets or whatever, man, they stupid. They dumb. Squares run you. But they want to make it like the squares the nerdiest person in the world. I tell you, everything right is considered wrong. Wrong considered right. I don't think that way. I'm good. I'm good. I think right is right. God is God. Love is love. I'm not twisting nothing around. Uh, because people don't take into account probably years from now, probably 20 years from now, or years from now, that how their life is gonna end up. Because today people think they're gonna stay young forever. You're gonna stay in your little 20s forever. You're not. You're gonna get old. You're gonna age. You're gonna get old. You're gonna start getting wrinkles. You're gonna start losing your teeth. That bald spot gonna move in. That bald spot gonna start moving in your head like snow off the ground when spring comes. We gonna get old, even women. Them breasts gonna start sagging. That butt gonna go up in their stomach. That butt gonna look like the back of a '77 Mustang one day. You're not gonna stay young. That's why people gotta realize, got somebody good in your life. You better hold on to them. You better take care of them. You better love each other. It's like Tia Mowry. What was that? Back then, trying to find herself. All this. So, what is up with this term called women talking about they getting their 40s and 50s talking about they in their whole stage? Why would you wait until your 40s and 50s to get into your whole stage? You could have stayed in your whole stage from your 20s. Now, I think a woman in her whole stage when she in her early 20s. How you gonna be waiting till you in your 40s and 50s talking about you in your whole stage? Man, be for real. Yeah, I'm looking at who are they listening to? Like, who are these damn women listening to? Man, they all this old bad advice out here from these women. Yeah, stop listening to these damn feminists. These feminists, they half of them, sitting up here laying up with a woman every day. What they know about a woman being with a man? Stop listening to these damn feminists. Man, these feminists messing y'all up. Giving all that old bad advice. Boy, I tell you, this is dysfunction. Dysfunction. Man, you shouldn't let nobody tell you who you are anyway. What you're inspired to be, just be it. Love yourself. That's a problem. We don't people don't love themselves no more. People hate themselves. You can't love nothing if you hate yourself. Anyway, I'm just chilling. Beautiful raining October night, October the 18th. It's been raining all day, but I love the rain. Rain helps you sleep. Shout out to people in the room. Hi, how you doing? What's this? Yes, man, stop putting stuff on live. Trying to put little hints on here, trying to put stupid stuff on the live, trying to be funny. Dang, just talk. Give me something to talk about. I'm just on here. I'm playing around. Give me something to talk about. How's everybody doing in this room? Show up in this room. Subscribe to this channel. If you don't give me nothing to talk about, you ain't gonna see nothing else on this channel. Give me something to talk about. Bring some people in this room so I can roast them. Come on in the room. Subscribe. I don't need no lurkers, man. I don't need no people that just lurking on my page. That's a funny thing about relatives you ain't seen in years. It seems like for some reason they are trying to lurk on your your YouTube page or your social media pages. Don't say nothing. Sneaky, sneaky fuckers. Talking about them damn lurkers. Get your ass out of here if you ain't gonna say nothing. I'm talking about them family members, all of them. I'm like, damn, you gonna say something, say something. Little gossiping ass. Anyway, just chilling, just getting on here, just talking. But anyway, just checking in. I hope everybody have a good Saturday night. I'm out.